Sorry for the lag, man. I had to take a doo-doo at Home Depot. So, we wanted to film like a cool intro and it's like super badass, but I'm not strong enough to lift this by myself because it broke, so let's set the camera down. Can you believe that? The landlady said I have to pay for that. And it's like, someone probably tried to break in, that's why it probably broke. Anyways, welcome to the shop. Alright, so this is our first project right here. It's a 1972 Dodge Demon. Our approach on this is like if your estranged cokehead uncle won the lottery in the 80s and he built the nastiest, lowest, trashiest pro street muscle car that he could afford. So we're going all out on this thing. We have a Gen 2 484 cubic inch stroker Hemi that we're going to be throwing in here, probably around 650 to 700 horsepower. Backing that up, we got a Lenco ST1200 4-speed transmission going into a Fab 9 fully fabricated 9-inch housing, 457 gears. This thing, we're going to get down to this thing. So it's got a fully custom frame coming in. You'll be seeing a lot more of that, obviously. It's going to have a very unique body, paint, interior. You guys will see all of it. I can't really give a good explanation without it sounding honestly horrible. So you guys just have to let me rock on this one. Like really just have a little bit of trust in this random dude that you just met. All we're trying to do is build the flashiest, most unique, most eye-popping street machines, drag racers, mulehole and circuit racers, whatever is SoCal and whatever is custom, that's what we're all about. That's what we'll be doing. Alright, enough yapping about the Demon. None of you guys even like old cars anyways, right? Let's go check out Darcy's Shelby.
Alright, so this is my car. This is a 2007 Shelby GT500. This is what made the car worth buying for me. It's a 5.4 liter supercharged V8, making about 500 crank horsepower. And honestly, I'm not really gonna touch that. We've got other plans. Alright, so my vision for this car is to build like a modern take on a 70s Mulholland racer. I kind of view this car as like an AC Cobra, just big stupid engine up front, rudimentary suspension setup. So we're gonna be throwing a whole lot of braking, suspension, weight reduction, custom bodywork, pretty much anything we need to max this platform out and get it to corner. So for a lot of this bullshit that you're about to watch us do, we're literally just figuring this out as we go along. So you'll probably watch us make some really expensive mistakes, but it's whatever, Z. We're just trying to build cool shit.
Is it dark now because you messed with the exposure?
Bro, I can
Change it back. It looks like we're in a fucking cave. Alright, so this is where all of you are jumping in on this thing. We bought it about a year ago in some wrecking yard in Bakersfield. Not Bakersfield, San Bernardino. Same shit, honestly. I was originally going to use this thing as my daily, but as you can see, it has no frame anymore. I decided to go a different direction. We did all the rust repair, and got the frame pulled. We have this thing dead straight. Now, all we have to do is put a brand new frame under it and a completely brand new drivetrain.
Alright guys, so update. So before we start taking measurements for the new frame, we wanted to go ahead and put all the body panels on the car to make sure that everything kind of roughly lines up. And so while we were fitting this door on, the driver's side door, we noticed that the top, where it meets the quarter panel, was super kinked out, and the bottom was really sunken in. And so we tried every possible adjustment. We even made shims for the door hinges to try to get it to fit as good as we can. And we realized that this door is warped. So Jack found a classic car junkyard in Phoenix, and they have a 71 Duster door. So we're just going to go ahead, take a road trip to Phoenix, fucking get lit, dude. Yeah, we're going to drive back down, try the new door on, and we'll see you guys in a bit. I'm literally shaking.
You know.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow. I always wanted to go. What can I say? What can I add? Beautiful state of Arizona. Welcomes you with homeless camping white people.
That white boy's taking a piss.
Look at that one.
This is what we came here for, man. Now we can go home. And now Darcy can go back and hit on the IHOP waitress. It looks like the other door was warped. It's like crazy. Like, I can't even believe it. There was no damage. There was no signs of damage to the other door. When you closed it, I mean, you probably saw how sunken in the bottom was. And we took a straight edge to it, and it was twisted in. But it's like I almost couldn't believe it because there was no. We took the door down to bare metal. There was no crinkles. There was no nothing. You know, I don't know if you like shut it on something or you like came off the jack and like landed on something. I don't know, but. This new door fits way better. We can definitely work with this. I mean, we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment, but dude, that's like a different, there's like a whole different story.
Gotta make some room.
Today I'm just trying to get in the ballpark of how I want it to look, and then we can actually do the math before I get the frame and everything. Now it's time to move on to the back. We gotta get the wheels set exactly where it needs to be so we can take all the measurements for the Fab 9 and the rear frame.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So, as you can see, we just straight up don't have enough room. So, be back first thing tomorrow morning, clearance that, and get this side perfectly set so we could just mimic it on the other side. I'm gonna have to do some bracing, so I gotta run to the store, but that's it. Oh, and then we definitely need more bricks, so. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Alright, so we're just using like a really basic laser to just check consistency between one side to the other. I'm using the top of the taillight openings because that's the one thing that I'm at least hoping is the same on the back. And it turns out it is because the levels kind of show me that it's good. Now what we'll do before we go any further is now go off the front frame rails and we're gonna check and just make sure that they're straight as well. So we're measuring from K-member bolt to K-member bolt just to make sure it's straight. I mean, this car was in an accident, so I don't know, dude. But all I know is that we have the frame rails level. So front to back, the car is level and supported down the side with the rocker bars we welded in. So the whole chassis is supported. This is basically the redneck frame table. We're going to continue now on the quarter panels now that we know the car is pretty much exactly where we want it to be. So. So to get the Fab 9 dimensions, you got to measure from backing plate to backing plate. So we squared the wheels in the car and took the measurement off this bar and then calculated from there. I feel like I did not mention what was going on with these quarter panels. So to tuck these big ass tires under here, we had to bring out the quarter panel some to get some clearance on top. And while we were at it, we changed out the wheel arches. These things are off a 67 Camaro. I like the circle arches a lot more. I feel like they look sportier. I feel like the rectangle ones look like a grandma car. So this is essentially what we're working with. So what we did was we added some wood shims to the body lines to space it out how much we wanted. Then we added some chipboard on top of it so that we can just kind of visualize how the body is going to swoop. This obviously isn't how it's going to look in the long run. This is just a complete visual. So we needed 1.5 inch clearance on the tire. I mean, it looks really sunken in on this side. It looks really sunken in on this side. So I just needed the rear end housing distance. It's all just visual. It's all like how we want it to look, what we think is going to look like the nastiest with this wheel setup. So we'll figure it out and everyone will see how it goes, I guess. Alright, so that's it for the rear. We wrapped everything up. The Fab 9 and the rear frame are being thrown together and shipped to us as we speak. So in the meantime, we're going to hop on the front, mock up the fenders, and then start mocking up the front frame measurements and get that shipped over, get that sent over as well. And quite frankly, Darcy needs to learn how to edit videos. So we'll be back whenever we're back. Hopefully soon. We're gonna try to be consistent on this. Yeah, we'll get back to you when we get back to you. As fast as humanly possible too.